right, welcome back. It is day 17 of our new account. Let's go ahead and get things opened up, see if we got anything interesting off of Guild Boss. Diamonds, never say no to diamonds. Not bad, not bad. All right. So today we are going to focus on Gear Raid 3. We still have this mystery of artifacts as the current event. I don't foresee wanting to use the energy to try to conquer this. So this is kind of a time where we can take some downtime. We can look forward to Gear Raid 1. I think tomorrow will be a good day to try to push Gear Raid 119. Today we'll push Gear Raid 319. I think both of those are instrumental. Getting all of our gear raids to 19 can be very helpful. It allows us to start to get our tier 2 gear. So I think that's a big part of progression, is unlocking that tier 2 gear. All of the gear will be red. So going into the gear raid 18s that we are right now, we'll no longer get anything other than the red gear, the mythic gear. So, but being able to access the tier 2 gear is so important as well. So I think that's a big step towards progressing your account. The other thing is we're shortly going to have like a full team of 60s. Once we can start getting real gear, we can really start to push the guild boss. We want to push Apocalypse as well and unlock Matrix as soon as possible. Those are all avenues that we have to get ancient gears. So ancient shards. That's really like the biggest thing for an account to get moving, is trying to get those ancient shards unlocked as soon as possible. And just on that Sunday night refresh going into Monday, being able to do all of your keys, even if you're doing bottom keys, really stacks up the resources. So let's go ahead and get into working on Gear Raid 3. All right, so I didn't get the audio on my video recordings, but I did get the video recording. So I'm going to come back and just comment on my process here as we got things under control. So I'm going to restart the fight here, and we'll get into our last couple runs, talk us through the process. So we use Cyrene for a cost regenerator. You can use whoever you like. I have Idril here to lock down the right side of the middle. We used Yao to buff her and also be able to buff anyone else on the back line. If she was A1, she could buff the whole platform. Silas will lock down the left side, and we'll have Numera to help tank some of the damage from these ads that come in, and also put damage on the boss. So we placed Hollow here initially. This opens up this slot on this side if we want to support this ad. So that cost regenerating is important. It allows us to get enough cost to get Maul out. So we'll put Maul over here, and we'll be able to support with Pharisee as well. So that way, even if he takes some damage, he won't die. We pick up Cyrene because we don't need that cost regeneration anymore. Unfortunately, we put Eliza down here to help DPS that ad, but before she went invisible, she got killed, so we needed to restart. We'll go through the same steps. There's a lot of RNG in these runs, so sometimes you have to continue to mess with it, tweak it a little bit, adjust your timings just a little bit, so that you little tweaks can make the difference in these fights. So once again, we're getting set up similarly here. Silas is so good at burning down the boss here, and Idril is so important to be able to kill stuff off on the sides since we can't fully do it, we don't have a level. Our Eliza is not level 60 and geared to be able to control the side on her own. So once again, getting set up the same way. We're kind of getting close at this point to being able to clear it. See, this time, same thing. We put Eliza down and Eliza down, and she did not get killed. We're trying to get Idril quick enough to come in and finish that ad off, and they weren't quite able to. The boss got some more ads up here that didn't allow us. Also, Mole ended up dying from these ads, so we're kind of at this point where we're close, but we're not quite there. So it seems like the boss needs to die a little bit quicker, whether that's the old timings. It also can be important, like the order of the units that we put down. So if we need more rage, perhaps we need to get hollowed down earlier. Excuse me. So getting hollowed down there. Really, a lot of this comes down to we need to push this boss down so that Idril can help out on this side. We need to make sure that Maul is juiced enough so that he can deal with this side. This time, we're kind of risking Maul's life, so we're going to say, hope he doesn't get hit too much. We're going to drop Eliza over here. So Maul took one hit, but we were able to get the healer down. But we put Eliza down here to try to soften this ad up. The boss is down, and Idril is supporting. So we're in a much better position. We took Silas out since he won't be helping. Numera won't be helping. So potentially we can cycle to those both. We drop Corvin here on the right to try to be able to support with these ads as well. So he's putting some incidental damage, although it seems like we might be... Oh, we're good there. So we're getting into the last major wave here. So a lot of it will be, can Maul burn things down? And so we're going to probably, we're going to drop Numera over here to try to help on this side, and Silas in order to help here. So Silas was able to, Numera was able to burn down this ad with Idril. And so Numera was able to put some damage, and Silas was able to finish them off. So right here, unfortunately, our Maul died, and we couldn't quite get the clear. We were literally 2 off from a perfect run, but we got it restarted, and we're going to give it another go. So we're just kind of reviewing our lineup, seeing if we need to make any adjustments. Pretty much we have the setup we need. We did not have Numera in the Lord bonus, so we made that slight tweak to help with her damage a little bit. The target here is to always try to burn the boss down as soon as possible. This frees up our other characters to assist us in dealing with the sides. So we have a good setup here in terms of our placements. We just need to adjust how we lay them out. Although there are some tweaks that you could potentially do depending on how you're struggling. So just waiting on the cost to get Maul out. We got him placed. Getting that rage back with Hollow. Elysia was able to go invisible before they took a hit from the enemy here. And we were able to get Pharisee down to support Maul before he died. So we are on track right here. Once again, we're putting Corbin on the side here to help support the right as we cycle back to Silas and Numera, which we took out. Israel is just simply fantastic for being able to pick off all the loose ends that we have. And Corbin definitely helps support as well. Or Eliza went down because she lost her invulnerability. Her invisibility. We were able to just get that kill off. So we're kind of trying to maximize when we can get our Silas and Numera back down. We get that Maul out alt over here. We want to make sure that we're able to kill them off as well. We're going to pick Corbin up and face Silas to the right here so that, especially for these up here, he can help clear them. And Israel was able to come in and help clear everything out there. We're going to get the Numera ult in here and the Silas ult to help finish those out. And unfortunately, our Maul went down again, but we were able to secure the kill using the shots from Israel. So that was us finishing GR3-19. I hope that this was helpful to you. I know depending on who you have available to you can depend on what you want to do, but ultimately you'll usually want 2 DPS in the middle to deal with the boss. You're going to need an AoE on the left side to deal with the AoE ads that come in, and then on the right side you're going to have some way to deal with those waves. You get Eliza on day 2 as a login reward, so you can potentially level her up and rotate her in there, but without her artifact she doesn't have permanent invisibility, so usually you're going to need to use someone like Idril to help support the right side so you can get the full clear there. Like, comment, subscribe. How's your progress going on Gear Raid 3? Do you have plans to continue to progress? Are you stuck on a certain level, or have you finished all the way through Gear Raid 324 and are using it to farm for gear? Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it.